That time is 11 o'clock on this late Friday, September 7th, 2018. It's time now for the Peter Channel Clock News on this late Friday, September 7th, 2018. Good evening, I'm Peter J. Wiggins. 65 degrees in Norton, Massachusetts. Top stories on the Peter Channel 11 o'clock news is President Obama returns to campaign trail with fire speech. Trump counters he fell asleep. Trump mocks light-sensitive George Papadopoulos. How the olds are trying to find out who wrote the anonymous New York Times op-ed. Brett Kavanaugh's confirmations of the winners and losers, and the Democrats get what they came for. Tom Brady of New England Patriots tells reporters he wants to stick to football. LeBron James. Cincinnati police. Release video showing officers engaged in gunmen who killed 3. Judge halts lawsuit against couple who raised $400,000 for Johnny Bobbitt. Trump wants Attorney General Jeff Sessions to investigate writer of anonymous New York Times op-ed. Hurricane floods could slam into the East Coast next week. This company likes some of the Trump surfs in China, but not others. Iraqi protesters set fire to Iranian consultant in Basra. Trump says he is expecting a new letter from Kim Jong-un. Officials find a mass grave in Mexico. Man 28 shot to death by Pawtucket police. St. Vincent de Paul and Tonga still getting dumped on. The Air Force is determining an appropriate process for Elon Musk's spoken pop. Chinese billionaire Jack Ma reportedly returned from Alibaba on Monday. Apple proposed China tariffs will make watch AirPods more expensive, and Verizon digital media boss Tim Maverson is in exit talks. Okay, looking at the stocks now. Down 79.33 points at 25,916.54. SP5 down 6.37 at 2071.68. And NASDAQ down 20.18 points at 7902.54. Hurricane Olivia weakens as tracks toward Hawaii. Norman weakens in a tropical storm. Bristol DA hails Governor Baker's bail reform legislation. Amber man arrested after crash alleged fit to kill cop. Kraft subsidy buys former Foxborough terminals party for $18 million. Ventura Vanderbilt says little immigration will be the key race and the key issue in the race against Feeney and Foxborough. Eleanor, a off-duty ambulance driver, helped apparently snap an alleged drunk driver after calling police when she witnessed the minivan drive directly almost into a pedestrian. Renton police on the hunt for a wallet thief. YMCA celebrates 10th annual rooftop party. Interior Department. Mississippi tribe doesn't qualify for land and trust. St. Vincent de Paul and Taunton still getting dumped on. Berkeley and kindergartens kick off a new year while dynamic students hit the books on the first day of school. Brockton Boxers cruised to a 42-14 win with Alexa and I before a large crowd at Marciano Stadium. Dick Davis, a retired Brockton police lieutenant who wasn't offered an advocate for children, especially when it came to domestic violence. He died on Tuesday at Life Care Center Plymouth. He is 76. Farms and Marcus Link stop short of its past. Pembroke women killed 80-year-old. Marshfield granddaughter has 101 wishes for her grandfather's birthday. Super Bowl the Dolphins seen racing off California coast. New map event article shows the athlete candidate and sent in detail. Scientist whose mail boss won Nobel for her work and given new $3 million prize away. Woman develops black hairy tongue after being treated with antibiotics. How to avoid sticker shock at the emergency room. Southwest Airlines warns passengers on Vortex flights that they may have been exposed to measles. And local news anchor loses daughter in overdose today. She reported on the opioid crisis. Peter, 2 hours ago, Yarmouth, Massachusetts, moved out to Robo car buses on its roof. Fire department on the scene checking. Peter Chill News Time, 11:04 on this late Friday night. It's time now for a sports report the Norton Lancers girls soccer team edge at the Ashland Clockers at Donai 2-1 on goals by Julia Newell and Michelle Belcher. Okay, and the Norton Lancers football team wrote up this season with a 33-15 loss to the Halston Panthers at Adamsfield despite playing very hard. Okay, looking at some other football scores around the Bay State. Somerset Berkeley 6, Durfee 0, O'Brien 24, Boston 8, Hull 21, Bull Hills RBT 8, Mashpee 36, Nantucket 7, Lynn Classical 52, Medford 8, Belmont 31, Milton 29, Plymouth South 23, Chicopee Comp 12, Martha's Vineyard 55, and it's on at 0. Barnstable 20, it's Tennessee Armor 13, Stoneham 40, Archbishop Williams 13, Middlebury 18, the Pontotoc Regional 14, Sharon 7, Nassau Regional 6. Billerica 54, Lowell 49. Sandwich falling to St. John Paul 20-14. Attleboro 21, Milford 7. Melrose 40, Malden 6. Pentucket Regional 27, it's Winthrop 21. Shrewsbury 34, Sheverdale 13. Algonquin 32, North 0. Wethampton 41, Marshfield 13. Taunton 7, New Bedford 6. Denver's 28, Mascoma Regional 14. Rutland 55, Triton Regional 0. Canton 25, Dighton Regional 20. West Bridgewater 27, Diamond RBT 12. Everett 34, Samuel Brothers 21, Crassett 42, Rockland 21. North Andover 35, Woodburn Memorial 7. North Andover 14, King Philip 7. Peabody Veterans 36, Somerville 7. It's Amesbury 30, Saugus 12. Long Meadow 23, South Hadley 0. North Redden 37, it's Northeast Meet for RBT 14. And the Boston Red Sox fall to Houston Astros at Fenway, 6-3. In other scores around the major leagues, it is Cincinnati 5, San Diego 4, Baltimore 6, 9, LA Angels 5, Chicago White Sox 2, Minnesota 9, Kansas City 6, top of the 7th. LA Dodgers 4, Colorado Rockies 2, top of the 7th, bottom 4, Arizona Diamondbacks 4, Atlanta Braves 1, Oakland 5, Texas 0, bottom of 3rd, bottom of 4th, New York Yankees 4, Seattle 0, delayed top of the 2nd, Washington and Chicago Cubs no score, Pittsburgh 5, Miami Marlins 3, Toronto Blue Jays 3, Cleveland Indians 2, final 11 innings, and Philadelphia Phillies 4, New York Mets 3, Tampa Bay Rays 14, Baltimore Orioles 2, Detroit Tigers 5, and the LA St. Louis Cardinals 3, and the Milwaukee Brewers 4, and the San Francisco Giants 2. Nike online sales are after Colin Kaepernick and campaign launches. 2018 US Open highlights Rafael Nadal retires in third set versus John Martin Del Potro, and then in one that says Nico Montano has been stripped to Europe at the women's 125 belt. Peter Challenger's time is 11:08 on this late Friday night, and it's time now for a traffic and transit check, baby, on the MBTA. Looking good in the subway, commuter rail and ferries. Okay, looking at highways and byways New England on this Friday night. Rhode Island highways are looking good. 21 on the northbound side, also 128 in Canton, 24 both ends, it's backed up on the Fall River stretch, around 79. 146 southbound side, also Sailor Road and North Smithfield. 130 westbound side, also Jamestown stretch. 495 at the northbound side, also on 195 and 25 in Wareham. 3 at the north southbound side, also around the Plymouth stretch. 24 at the northbound side, also at Harrison Boulevard and Avon. 120 at the northbound side, so between 135 and even on the Route 9 and Wellesley. Southern Expressway at the northbound side, so between Dorchester and the South Boston Southern Expressway. Southbound side, so the South Boston stretch. Mass Pike eastbound side, so between Elsman Tolls all the way down to South Boston, Mass Pike westbound side, so the Logan Airport. 93 southbound side, so for the Zachem Bridge in downtown Boston from Somerville. 393, 95, looking good from 120 to the New Hampshire border. 295 westbound side, low start to 495 in Marlborough. Route 190 southbound side, low start, Route 12 in New Boylston, West Boylston. 91, northbound side, low start Springfield stretch. 84, both ends between West Harbor down to Hartford, Connecticut. 84, eastbound side, low start to Reading and Waterbury, Connecticut. 8 on the southbound side, low start to Waterbury, Connecticut. 95, southbound side, low start Milford, Connecticut. Merritt Parkway, both ends between Greenwich and down around Darien. And Merritt Parkway, eastbound side, low start Westport down to Fairfield. Everett Turnback on the southbound side, slow between 293 down to 101 in Manchester, New Hampshire. And Spotted Turnback on the southbound side, it's slow between Dover, New Hampshire. And up in Maine, Falmouth Spur, eastbound side. Those are Route 295 in Portland, Maine. And Route 95 on the northbound side, those are on Old Town, Maine. And Interstate A789 on both ends, backed up to 7 in Quebec in the New York, Vermont, and the U.S.-Canadian border. Peter Chell News Time is 11:10 on this late Friday night. It's time now for a weather report. Take a look at the radar. Satellite doing it shows some spotty rain showers south of Greenfield, southwestern Greenfield, Massachusetts. And rain showers around Huntington, down around New York City. And clouds covering much of northeastern Massachusetts and down much of New Hampshire, southern Maine, and central to northern Vermont. It turned out to be a nice night for a Friday night football, including the New Orleans Austin game. And the temperature is in the 60 to 70 degree range, and some New England in the 40s to 50s and low 60s in northern and 39 degree with Mount Washington, New Hampshire. Right now in North Massachusetts at 11 p.m. 64 degrees out temperature, humidity at 95%, 2.62 degrees, barometer 2.9 inches in the steady winds northeast, and it's calm. And now the latest on Florence. Whoa there. But all eyes are on Florence. 24.8 and north, 53.2 to the west. Max insane winds 60 miles an hour and movement west at 7 miles an hour. Floods forecast will be strengthened later this weekend and no coastal watches warning in effect. At 11 p.m. Atlantic time, the center tropical storm Florence was located near latitude to 24.8 to the north, latitude 53.2 to the west. Florence is moving toward the west near 7 miles an hour. This general motion is expected to continue for the next couple of days. The west northwestern motion with a little increase in the forward speed is expected during the early in the middle part of the next weekend. One in the forecast track, the center of Florence will move over the waters of the southwestern Atlantic Ocean by Wednesday. Max and same winds have increased to 60 miles an hour higher gusts, and a little change in intensity is expected during the next day or so. But we strengthen this forecast over the weekend. Florence is forecast to become a hurricane again Sunday and a major hurricane early next week. The tropical storm force winds estimate of 150 miles an hour from the center. Estimated center pressure 99 millibar, 350 inches, and swells generated by Florence are affecting the Bermuda and will reach parts of the U.S. East Coast over the weekend. This swells are likely to cause life and serve recurring conditions. Please consult on your local web office. And take a look at a couple of the models. The GFS model has it striking the Cape Hatteras, North Carolina by about Friday, and into Virginia and then the Chesapeake Bay down around the Baltimore, Washington area. European model. It'll strike the South Carolina by about Friday, just like kind of like when Hugo did back in 1989. GFS has it, and Canadian model has it hitting the South Florida, Georgia coast. So it's too soon to tell, but don't panic because it's still early in the game. So we will keep you posted on what Florence will do because this is going to be a monster storm. Florence is expected to gain major hurricane strength early next week as it moves slowly west-northwest. The track of Florence becomes highly uncertain in the middle of the latter portion of the next week. That directed on some New England appears unlikely at the time, but remains a non-zero threat and still needs to be watched regardless. High surf and dangerous recurring appear to be a good bet by the late after weekend. Please monitor the latest forecast on Florence from the National Hurricane Center. Okay, looking at the forecast goes like this. Tonight, mostly clouds come at 57 degrees. Calm wind for Saturday. Putt clouds come at 71 degrees. North breeze about 3 to 7 miles an hour for Saturday. Putty clouds about 49 degrees. Light north wind for Sunday. Putt clouds about 65 degrees. North breeze about 5 to 7 miles an hour for Sunday night. Chance showers May after 2 p.m. Mostly clouds about 53 degrees. East about 3 to 5 miles an hour. Chance ratio 30%. Mondays, showers like May after 8 p.m. Mostly clouds about 71 about 65 degrees. Chance ratio 70%. For Tuesday, chance showers mostly clouds about 82 about 65 degrees. Chance ratio 50%. Wednesday, putts out of the mostly clouds about 81 about 62 degrees. But Thursday, putts out of the mostly clouds about 80 about 62 degrees. And for Friday, putts out about 80 degrees. And that's going to be it for the Peter channel. 11 o'clock news on this late Friday, September 7th, 2018. Peters, hope you have a good night with a good positive. See you tomorrow morning more, but hope you have a good night.